What's up, guys? It's your boy JD. We're back at Del Mar again, and we're with Jeff, the owner of SlabFrames. So let's talk about how the idea came about and just the inspiration behind everything.
Well, I've always, how's everybody doing? I've always been an artist, always been into sports. I've been collecting cards probably about 30 years of my life. So I decided to, actually it was my wife's kind of idea. She's like, we need to get these cards up off the table out of boxes. So I was like, all right, well, coming from an art world, I figured why not use a frame? Started to design some imagery up, bouncing it off some cards that I had. Started with some Jordans, Kobe's, that type of thing. Started to create something cool and really started to design. Design started to take off, and this is what kind of we ended up with.
So let's talk about, you guys are from South Carolina, correct?
We are. We're stationed in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Drove the whole way across the country. We wanted to ship everything out here, but we couldn't guarantee shipment by Friday. So we decided to rip seats out of the minivan. We left Tuesday at noon, East Coast time, and we get out here Thursday night around 8 o'clock and set up Friday morning, rock and roll.
Yeah, so this is not your first time being at a show, right? This is the second time?
This is actually our third show. We started this year in January.
Okay.
It was basically when we started. Culture Collision in Atlanta was our first show. We then did the one-day show in Nashville, and then this is our third show.
So since you've been in the East Coast, Midwest, now here, so can you give us just the difference of how the shows are from each city?
To be honest, I think all three shows were pretty good. The Nashville show was a one-day show. It was in a venue similar to this, so they had a good turnout. And for one day, it was pretty good. With all the innovation and the way you guys have everything set up here at this show versus what they did at Culture Collision in Atlanta, very similar with all the interactive things that collectors can get involved with, the various products that are out, and we're getting more of a mix, not just sports cards. Now we're getting a lot more Pokemon. We're getting shoes. We're getting clothing. People designing clothes. We're getting artwork and frames, stuff like that. So I'm finding a nice cultural aspect, both sides, whether we're in Atlanta or we're out here on the West Coast.
Nice. So which one's your favorite design you made so far, if you have one?
If I had to say, it's really tough. I like a lot of things. I like a lot of stuff. I'm a fan of athletes and players, not just any team in particular. Obviously, you gotta appreciate the Kobe's. So I've done a few Kobe's. LeBron's.
This one's nice.
Anthony Edwards is pretty sweet. A lot of the F1s I started playing around with, a couple weeks ago. Started mixing that in, and really started to like that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really fun pulling the art out of it. The sky's really the limit with it.
Yeah, what I like about it is all your shots or designs are like in action shots. I mean, this is a perfect example. I'm a big advocate of cards should be like in shots like this, and then the fact that you're able to capture that moment and then put in a nice frame and put the card in, it makes it more special, right?
Absolutely. We truly wanted to go with something that accentuated the card.
Yeah.
I understand there's different slab cards that you can interchange them. You don't have to keep the same card in that. You can interchange different Anthony Edwards, different Lucas. But I kind of wanted to find an image that would be kind of cohesive with all cards. Definitely wanted to find an action shot. But yeah, there are certain ones though that are, somewhat specifically designed for certain cards.
Okay. Hence
this LeBron James here. Designed this about a week and a half ago. Wanted to mix, kind of wanted a little timeline effect to it. Didn't really get any Miami Heat involved in there, but got the mix of the way past and the present, and I think it works perfectly with that.
And then and then this one too, a nice Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, Jeter.
Obviously made that specifically for the rookie card, hence the horizontal layouts. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of fun, really kind of creating, and you can really. I've got 3 or 4 different Ja Morant designs because of, the electrifying dunks and spin moves and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate we've sold out of them. This is the only one we have right now, but we do have options.
Let's talk about the process. How long does it usually take for you to get everything going?
Once I have, let's say you guys order, once you have an order online, typically it takes me about a day and a half to get the design. Maybe add half a day to a day of production and then shipping. So I can roughly turn around within a week to 10 days from order to getting out to you.
That's pretty quick.
Week to 10 days.
So a lot of you got a lot of, I'm sure you got a lot of requests already, right?
We've had a really good turnout in Atlanta. This show's actually been really good as far as turnout. Yes, we've had quite a bit of sales. We've got a lot of online sales going. Now I have a feeling if for some reason tomorrow I have 300 orders, I don't know if I'd be able to turn them out like in a week. It'd probably take a touch longer, but we're working towards that. So.
Well, that's good. It's a good turnaround. You know,
Absolutely.
I think that's the biggest thing that people want. The consumer is like, okay, I have this great idea. How fast can you give it to me? And how, you know, and how efficiently? And the fact that you're able to pull it within less than 2 weeks, that's pretty quick.
That's what we shoot for. We definitely want to, you know, keep things current. I know people are fans, and I know, you know, certain athletes can jump off at certain times, and you know, can crash at certain times. So we definitely want to be current with our designs and current with, you know, what the popular cards are and the popular athletes are these days. So,
nice.
Absolutely.
Okay. I really appreciate the interview. Just shout out your IG or a website where anybody
Absolutely.
can find you.
We are on Instagram. We're at SlabFrame and framethatslab.com.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it, man.
Thank you very much.